Welcome to the Ageless Health Lab. If you are over the age of 60, you have likely been told that a slowing metabolism is an inevitable part of aging, a one-way street toward lower energy, weight gain, and a loss of vitality. You've probably seen the experts on TV telling you to just eat less and move more, yet when you try it, nothing happens. Your body feels stuck. But here is a landmark truth from modern gerontology. Your metabolism hasn't died. A massive study published in the journal Science, which analyzed over 6,400 people across 29 countries, revealed that our basal metabolic rate remains remarkably stable between the ages of 20 and 60. The crash people feel after 60 isn't a biological clock running out. It's a breakdown in cellular communication. In today's deep dive masterclass, we are going to fix that communication. We are moving past generic advice and diving into the lab, looking at the specific hormones, enzymes, and cellular signals that control your weight and energy. We are going to break down a 5-step science-backed protocol designed to bypass anabolic resistance, optimize your mitochondrial power plants, and reset your metabolic thermostat. This is the Ageless Health Lab protocol for a vibrant life after 60. The first and most critical pillar of a metabolic reset after 60 is understanding a condition called anabolic resistance. In your 30s and 40s, your muscles were highly sensitive. You could eat a small amount of protein, and your body would easily use it to repair tissue and keep your metabolic engine running. After 60, the doors to your muscle cells become heavy and rusted shut. Your body requires a much stronger signal to maintain its muscle mass. Why does this matter for metabolism? Because muscle is your body's primary metabolic engine. It is the most expensive tissue you own, meaning it burns calories even while you are sitting still watching this video. When you lose muscle, a process called sarcopenia, your metabolic rate drops with it. To fix this, we don't just need more protein, we need threshold protein. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition suggests that seniors need a higher bolus dose of protein, specifically 30 to 40 grams, in a single sitting, to trigger the mTOR pathway. Think of mTOR as the light switch for muscle repair. If you only eat 15 grams of protein, the switch never flips. You must hit that 30 to 40 gram threshold to tell your body, keep this muscle, burn this fuel. The protocol. Start your day with the 30-gram rule. Whether it is eggs, Greek yogurt, or a clean whey isolate, that first meal must signal your metabolism to wake up. Focus specifically on the amino acid leucine. Leucine is the specific key that unlocks the mTOR switch. Without enough leucine, your body will continue to break down its own muscle for energy, slowing your metabolism further every single day. If protein is the fuel, resistance training is the spark that lights the fire. Many seniors focus solely on Zone 2 cardio, like walking. While walking is excellent for heart health and mental clarity, it does very little to fundamentally reset a stalled metabolism. To change your metabolic set point, we need to focus on mitochondrial biogenesis, the creation of new power plants within your cells. Inside your muscle cells are tiny organelles called mitochondria. They take the food you eat and the oxygen you breathe and turn it into ATP, or energy. As we age, our mitochondria can become leaky and inefficient. They produce less energy and more oxidative stress. The only way to force your body to create new, efficient mitochondria is through resistance training. This doesn't mean you need to be a bodybuilder. It means you need to challenge your type 2 muscle fibers. These are the fast-twitch fibers that wither away first as we age, and they are the most metabolically active. By engaging in slow, controlled resistance movements, even with simple bands or your own body weight, you create a metabolic afterburn known as EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. This means your body continues to burn calories at an elevated rate for up to 24 hours after you finish. The protocol: commit to the Tukes 20 rule. 20 minutes of resistance work, twice a week. Focus on compound movements, the squat, sitting and standing from a chair, the wall push-up, and the resistance band row. We aren't training for the mirror, we are training to rebuild your cellular power plants. Step 3, takes us into the world of hormones. After 60, your body becomes significantly more sensitive to the stress hormone cortisol. In a younger body, cortisol spikes to help you meet a challenge and then fades away. In a senior body, cortisol often remains chronically elevated. High cortisol is a metabolic disaster. It signals the body to break down precious muscle tissue and store fat specifically around the midsection, the dangerous visceral fat that surrounds your organs. But more importantly, high cortisol creates a vicious cycle with insulin resistance. When cortisol is high, your blood sugar stays elevated, and your insulin stays high. As long as insulin is high, your body is biologically forbidden from burning body fat. Insulin is the storage hormone. It must be low for the burn hormones like glucagon to do their job. The protocol: we must lower the stress ceiling. This starts with a 10-minute sunlight walk. Morning sunlight exposure sets your circadian rhythm, which naturally suppresses evening cortisol levels. Additionally, look at your digital sunset. Turning off blue light from phones and televisions 2 hours before bed prevents the cortisol spike that ruins sleep and stalls metabolism. When you manage cortisol, you unlock the door to fat oxidation that has been locked for years. In the lab, we know that a calorie is not just a calorie. The thermic effect of food, TEF, is the energy your body spends just to digest and process what you eat. Processed diet foods, white breads, and sugary snacks require almost zero energy to break down. They hit your bloodstream instantly, spiking insulin and telling your body to stop burning fat immediately. Whole, single-ingredient foods, however, require massive amounts of energy to process. When you eat a fibrous green vegetable or a piece of wild-caught fish, your body has to work. It has to break down cell walls and complex protein structures. This digestive work actually raises your core body temperature and increases your metabolic rate for hours. The protocol: follow the fiber-first rule. By eating your vegetables before your carbohydrates, you create a fiber matrix in your gut. This slows down the absorption of sugar, prevents the insulin spike, and keeps your body in a fat-burning state for longer. We also want to eliminate liquid calories. Sodas and juices provide a massive sugar hit with zero thermic effect. By switching to water, green tea, or black coffee, you allow your metabolism to stay focused on burning your stored energy instead of processing a constant influx of liquid sugar. The final step is the most neglected part of the metabolic reset. Your metabolism is not actually reset in the gym or even in the kitchen. It is reset while you sleep. During deep sleep, specifically stages 3 and 4, your body releases its peak levels of growth hormone. For those over 60, growth hormone is the closest thing we have to a fountain of youth. It is the primary hormone responsible for tissue repair, fat metabolism, and maintaining bone density. If you are only getting 5 or 6 hours of restless sleep, your metabolism will stay in emergency mode. Your hunger hormone, ghrelin, will spike, making you crave sugar the next day, while your fullness hormone, leptin, will plummet. You aren't weak-willed for wanting snacks. You are hormonally imbalanced due to a lack of recovery. The protocol: optimize your sleep lab. Keep your bedroom at 65 degrees Fahrenheit. A drop in core body temperature is the biological trigger for deep sleep. Aim for a consistent 7 to 8 hour window. This is the time when your brain cleans out metabolic waste and your body repairs the muscle you signaled during the day. Without this recovery, the other 4 steps will fail. Sleep is the foundation upon which your new metabolism is built. Resetting your metabolism after 60 is not about starvation or extreme exercise. It is about biology over willpower. It is about sending the right signals to your mTOR pathway, your mitochondria, and your hormonal axis. At Ageless Health Lab, we don't believe in slowing down. We believe in optimizing. By following these 5 pillars: precision protein, resistance signaling, cortisol management, whole food thermics, and deep sleep, you are taking the wheel of your own aging process. Start with just 1 step today. Perhaps it is the 30-gram protein breakfast tomorrow morning, or the 10-minute sunlight walk. Small signals lead to massive metabolic shifts. If you found this science-backed breakdown helpful, please subscribe and join our community. Let's redefine what it means to grow older. Together, your best decade starts now.